So I fired up Unreal Engine and created a brand new project totally not inspired by my sleep schedule.
Once I was 7 years old, my mom
Called Go to Sleep. I used the first person template because, let's be real, no one's coding their own FPS movement from scratch. Then I made a new level called Game Level. Creative, I know. Of course, I immediately forgot to put in the right folder. Pro Dev move. Don't worry, I dragged it over like a champ and fixed it. I figured I'd start by grabbing all the assets first. It's easier to build when you've got the toys ready. So I hopped onto Sketchweb and searched for a gaming PC. After scrolling around for a while, I found the perfect PC model for my game. And yes, it's definitely better than the one I actually own. Next up, I jumped into Blender and modeled a gaming table. The clip sped up, but trust me, this took longer than it should have. Then I searched for a gaming chair, because obviously every real gamer needs one.
Oh my god!
Fun fact, the whole game is based on my real room, so everything you're seeing is basically my life in 3D. And I found the exact chair I own. Then I found a mouse model. It was an FBX, so of course I downloaded it instantly. Now here's where it gets interesting. I started generating images with AI for the game. Some came out normal, and some came out horrifying. I used a bunch of different sites, and even pulled some cursed faces from This Person Does Not Exist. That site always delivers pure uncanny valley energy. At one point, I thought, hey, let's put some trees outside the window so it doesn't look empty. I grabbed a plugin for it, except two problems. 1. It destroys performance, and 2. The outside is pitch black anyway, so the player literally wouldn't see them. Great use of time. Then I went hunting for a monster on Sketchweb. I wanted something truly terrifying to jump scare the player from outside the window while they're on their PC. But then I thought,
why not just model it myself?
yeah, bad idea. I opened Blender, gave it a shot, and this abomination came out, straight to the trash bin. To recover my dignity, I modeled a game monitor instead. Thankfully, it turned out fine, mostly because it's just cubes and extrusions. Even I can screw that up. Then, I blocked out the whole room in Unreal Engine. Walls, 2 windows, a door. Basic stuff. But it started looking like an actual place. I started texturing everything with materials I made in Unreal. Then, added all the Sketchweb models I downloaded. And yes, I put everything exactly where it is in my real room. This is basically a horror house tour. I made a bed in Blender. Just cubes and a subdivision modifier, which basically makes everything look fancy. Then, I separated a piece to fake a bed cover. It worked. Kind of. I also wiped up a glass material using some refraction nodes, because windows without glass are just holes. Here is the room so far. I tweaked some spotlight intensity and it started feeling like an actual scene. Then I jumped on Milano to remind myself what I was even trying to make. Because I forgot what was the game about. I wrote some code to cycle through the AI images. Basically, it picks one at random and when you hit next, it shows another one without repeating. Easy enough. At this point, I had no clue what the actual gameplay was gonna be. I knew it was AI horror, but that's it. So I asked ChatGPT and it gave me the idea. Anomalies in the images. And that actually stuck. I even drew a beautiful sketch in Paint. Basically, just a monitor with 6 possible anomalies the player can point out. Yeah, I'm not that good at sketches. So, this is just me showing the player walking to his PC and sitting down. I added the 6 anomalies. Big eyes, big mouth, pale face, unrecognizable face, dead eyes, and covering mouth. Maybe I'll add some more later. At this point, the game started looking like an actual game. Still needed win and lose conditions though. Then I went on vacation to Greece. And a couple other countries. When I got back, I made a better monster in Blender and added a test jump scare. No event, just raw terror. During one of the streams, I got distracted showing off TikTok comments. I couldn't hold back. Later, I worked off stream and improved the game. Added camera head bob, background music, and some sound effects. Now it was starting to feel legit. Then, I coded a system that checks the player's chosen anomalies against the correct ones. If you make more than 5 mistakes, you get jump scared. I think it's fair. I also made a switch statement for every image to define which anomalies belong where. For the first time, the game was actually playable. You could check anomalies, get errors, and eventually get jump scared. The monster even spawned at the window with build-up sound effects before lunging at you. I added a reset mechanic. If you sleep in bed, the image is reset and your errors clear. Like a nap system. I finally made a main menu. Just play and quit. Simple and effective. I also added a victory screen. If you go through all the images without dying, you get a big "You won." Congrats, you survived. Here's the final state of the game, at least for now. I even added an options menu later, where you can tweak mouse sensitivity, audio volume, graphics, all that good stuff. The game's up on my itch.io right now. It has 12 downloads. I'll keep updating it with more images, anomalies, and jump scares if people enjoy it. So, if you guys enjoy it. But for now, I'm shifting focus back to university and my bigger project, Stuck in the Backrooms on Steam, which actually placed second in the Portugal Pop Games competition. I have a video for it, if you guys want to see it. So yeah, that's the journey of me making a horror game with AI images. If you liked it, please subscribe. Check it out on itch.io and maybe drop a follow so you can watch me suffer through the next project. Until then, don't go to sleep and drop a like in this video. Please.